I'm Reen.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Jenny.
And you're watching
Pretty Cute.
So I will not say it.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not.
I totally didn't even meet up.
Like
No.
After this. Okay. I got it.
This is recent that I've been hearing about this, the situationship. People don't get into relationship nowadays. I guess there's a situationship, meaning to say it's what we call before it's MU.
mutual understanding.
Mutual understanding. You could be in a relationship, you could be not. Okay. You could be or maybe this is all different.
Friends with benefits?
I feel in a way, again, it can be part of that, okay. Right? Yeah. Because there's different situations, I guess, but
yeah. Some people, it's just weird though. I noticed that this era, this age, this group, people don't want to be in situationship. They don't want to deal with it. Yeah. They quit it right away. It's why? How are you supposed to build a relationship if you can't pass the challenges?
But I feel why would I be in that situationship?
I guess it depends.
If I'm unsure, I don't want to be unsure. It's either you're in or you're out. I
unless you're just
what I'm hearing is the situationship is more I want to be with you, but I don't want to put label.
Yeah.
In whatever this is. Yeah, exactly. Because they're probably talking to another person or another. Yeah. I don't know.
Let's just be friends with benefits. There's no.
Yeah, I guess that could be another term for it.
Yeah.
They just
don't say friends with benefits. They just say situationship.
Yeah.
So they make it seem like you're in a relationship, but you're not.
Yeah. Because they could have a situationship with another person, and they're very open. I don't know. Maybe some of them are open about who they're seeing on the side, I mean.
Then that becomes
dating app these
that
days.
Becomes an open
relationship. Yeah. Again, it's not putting label and not being committed to one.
So does that mean that if I'm single, I'm using dating apps, does that mean I'm in multiple situationship? Because if I'm talking to multiple people,
no, I guess it will just be whoever you're actually
into.
Yeah, who you actually have more than one
thing
going on.
Okay, so that I'm the situation, or I would be I'm
somebody that you're seeing multiple times, not just the one that you're talking to on the phone. Somebody that you could actually see, a mutual understanding. Yeah, you could be talking to 10 people on the thing, but people that you're already seeing multiple times, but then you don't really want to have a relationship, then that's a situationship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I would think what it is. Yeah. But maybe there's all different kinds.
It's all different kinds, I'm sure.
Maybe they also actually have somebody on the side, and you're the side chick or the side piece.
Hey, it's okay. Love is love. Just kidding.
I mean, nowadays I feel there's so many different relationships. Yeah, it's not even relationship; it's situationships now. But that's
Yeah, I feel like in today's world, it's hard for them to maintain a relationship.
A real
love. People get bored easily. Their focus is limited now.
Oh, you know what? I heard. I don't even know where I heard it from, but they were now because there's social media. You see women everywhere. Mm-hmm. Guys, or I guess it works for girls too, where they look at their person and they don't want to commit because they're do I have the best one out there? And they get ranked to so many people.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
So it's nobody wants to commit because it's
what
if the person comes
is out there?
Because social media is
they
so
don't want to
now.
commit.
Yeah, because that's true. I can see that because social media is so tangible, right? It's just so easy to use to open now. Yeah. So now you have so many more options as to back then. Yeah. It's you had to meet them in person. You had to see them in person.
It's so hard to trust nowadays and then I think that's why I get why why people don't want to commit, because they don't want to get stuck in
one place.
Somebody I know said like, I don't want to get hurt, so I don't want to I don't want to commit, and I get that. But then, like, I mean, we all went through breakups, like, we have to somehow feel that in order to actually know that you love somebody, right? Everything is not gonna be happy-go-lucky in the very first years or months or whatever. You actually have to experience that to actually know that this is the person you want to be with, right? It's not gonna be happy all the time, but sometimes losing that person makes you actually think that is the one,
Oh, absolutely, I can relate to that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, 110%.
Yeah,
could definitely agree on that. Like, sometimes losing that person makes you realize, like, that person's actually really good for me.
Yeah. I mean, we're all in like a long-term relationship now, and again, like I said, this is not like an advice podcast or whatever, but this is just like talking about our experience and like things that.
Have you guys been any situationships?
I feel like I've been. I mean, if what we're calling that now, I feel like I've had those before my partner now.
Well, like friends with benefits.
Yeah. Sadly.
I can't like use, because I don't fully understand like situationships, so I have to use friends with benefits.
Yeah.
But I would say that.
But I feel like with me, when it was labeled friends with benefits, it was like it's not going anywhere.
Like there's what is that other movie? No Strings Attached.
Or the movie Friends with Benefits.
Yeah, No Strings Attached. Friends with Benefits. Yeah. But it always leads to that you ended up actually like feeling, because you actually like
because there's like
caring.
There's like intimacy at all levels, like mentally, physically.
I mean, those movies ended up with them together anyway.
Yeah, like I feel like with Friends with Benefits, it could work, but also like if you're just so into them, like at all different levels of intimacy, you're gonna fall for them.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall for them because you're like you spend time with them friends wise, but then. But you might fall for them, but I mean, it also depends on that person. If they have like a mutual understanding, like. We're not gonna follow each other. It's just curiosity, or it's just like for fun, then it works. I guess it kind of works. So I guess it just depends on.
I guess that's when the two people get into situations.
So it's really just like not putting label into it, and I think people are going into this just so. I think it's their way to not get hurt, because there's no label, there's no commitment,
and they just want to experience. That's like the new word.
So, but then I think there's so many different like definition of it, because there's actually people that situationship, like they're actually in a relationship with this person, but it's one of those like it's complicated. Like you can put so many like different meaning to it, because
true. That's true.
So I guess like. Back then, it's like we like each other, and then we do stuff. Here, it's like we try it out,
but then
like figure out if we like each other.
I feel like that's what.
And then if it doesn't work, then we didn't lose anything, because there was no label.
Yeah. Is that the thing now? Like I'm curious.
I don't know. I don't hear a lot of.
I feel like back then, I don't think I could handle that. Like, I feel like now as an adult, it's like you're very secure in like however you are, like now in our 30s versus in our 20s. Like that would make me feel so insecure, like like going into it and then it not going.
I mean, and adding the social media part of it, like people like, I feel like this is how the kids do this. They have the stories and they put like cryptic posts about somebody. I mean, I think we used to do this too, but in a different way, like MySpace or Facebook. I don't know.
We put our friends.
Like our top 8. Like okay, like if like our friend ended up with this guy, then she's going down.
She's going down.
She's getting on the top 8. But like I think there's like so many ways that we did this,
Or
but it's just like
or
a
you play
different.
like a sad song. You play like
In the background.
or you play like a
Yeah.
really mean song for
I remember-
unintentionally, but intentionally for that person.
I remember
to hear.
breaking up with somebody, and Chris Brown "Say Goodbye"
Oh my
like
God,
came
just like
out,
you're
and
playing.
that was my background song, and the lyrics like it was like perfectly at the very like what I was feeling at the very moment, and obviously that goes out to my ex. It's like low key. It's
So for me, I'm not very good at explaining my feelings, and so when I hear a song, it's
You
like,
send it.
This is
how I feel.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm all about music and
Yeah.
like songs. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's another language for
Yeah.
me to express your feelings, your
Yeah.
thoughts,
Yeah.
or just to share like the vibe, right?
Yeah.
I still do from this day actually. I
Yeah.
still do. I still send like playlists. Like
Yeah.
if I really like the person, I'll make them a playlist.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, this is for you.
Hey, there's a Riz.
Oh, that's your.
Actually, I feel like
Hey, lyrics to the song can be a Riz.
yeah, I feel like I initiate the
A
Riz.
lot. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I am like the go-getter. I feel
Yeah.
like
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like with Richard, I was the one who like said or like messaged him
Yeah.
first
Uh-huh.
because he was like, this guy's not sending me anything.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like I feel like if I really want the person, like I go for it.
yeah.
I feel like I do. Because I, like with my ex, like I did the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Or like I wanted him to do whatever, like how we met.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like I wanted that. Like I invited the way we met.
Like you
Yeah.
manifest it too.
Or like,
Yeah.
it's like, I really like that guy. I want him to talk
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
And so like, it just,
Did you guys ever have those thoughts like if you like somebody like I'm gonna get him?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
even at the very moment like he doesn't know you or you don't exist yet.
I've never done that.
I do.
Really? I don't know.
I would
I
imagine
always-
Well,
that.
I guess it would be with my ex. That was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a guy that you I don't know.
Maybe with one guy or two guy where it's like, dang, I didn't manifest it well. Like, damn, what did I do? Like, why did
I really before
why wasn't my wrist good?
yeah,
You know?
I remember going out of
Oh,
my
yeah.
way for some
Yeah.
guys to
I would say like 90% though. Like, I get what I want. Like,
Yeah.
if that, like, I feel like I think that's why my confidence sometimes like way too high because I'm like, dude, I know I could get you,
Yeah.
and I end up getting that person. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like,
yeah.
okay, I got Riz, you know,
Yeah.
like. But I mean, now, like I said, I'm out of the dating game, but
It's just nice to hear it now.
That reminded me of this Riz. Wait, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know if this is Riz. So like we were talking, and then randomly he was like, "So this was like in October," and he goes, "What do you have planned, or what do you have planned on Valentine's Day?" And I'm like, Nothing. I don't know. And then he was like, "Okay, it's a date then."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
yeah,
I feel like I've seen that in a movie. Maybe
yeah.
like a movie lately, like not like a back
Like
then.
yeah.
But that's yeah.
like the
I thought
simple.
that was so good.
Yeah, like the simple saying, right? Like the simple saying, or like the simple of like just that person saying something that like you're kind of expecting it, but you're not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then it's like, oh, like
Yeah.
yes, like you know, like you're kind of like you're mentally manifesting it, but you're not
Mhm.
until like that person actually like does it.
Something. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're just like, oh my gosh, like he did, like he asked me, you know. So I thought, I feel you on that too.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I think it's
Yeah.
super cute.
So yeah. So I think those are all like good, like cute stories that we've been through, and learning about this like Riz, and comparing it to like back then. So I think that's pretty cute stuff out there. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, comment and like let us know like what are your experience, or like what is Riz, or
Yeah, correct us to
just like share like your guys's thing. Comment below.
yeah. How
If
about
we're
you?
pretty like off. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have a grasp on what we're
Riz is.
That's why she's
Yeah.
from the back. Jenny from the black.
Yeah. So yeah, like the situationship. If we are explaining that wrong, again, this is all just from like what we're hearing from
Hearing,
people,
yeah.
and
I feel like I lived under a rock. So
yeah. So now you guys know like what we talk about like during our, because most of the time, yeah, we really talk about like what's happening now, like what we think is happening now, and like we reminisce about like a lot of our past. So yeah. So tune in for our next podcast, and if you guys have any topics that you guys would like to hear us talk about, and just just comment it below.
Okay, yeah. So we're on Instagram and YouTube. Follow us and subscribe.
All right. Bye, cuties.